Assalamualaikum students, how are you? Today I will teach you from Sultan. You know, Sultan is published in Bangla, so I have translated 10 of its information, which I think important. And the first one is, how many countries would be benefited by Bangabandhu satellite? So, Bangabandhu satellite was thrown in a space using Falcon Rocket 9 and Thales space it was made by Thales space. So Bangabandhu rocket is the first. Bangabandhu satellite 1 is the first satellite of Bangladesh, and by throwing Bangabandhu satellite 1, Bangladesh becomes the 57th country of satellite owning country. So 16 country would be benefited. It has 22 transponder. So the first country, the first GI product of Bangladesh, Jamdani Shari. So it is the second information for you. GI product, Jamdani Shari. And who annulled Jomidari system in Bangladesh? So Jomidari system means by permanent settlement bill, Jomidar become the landlord of the land in a fixed area, and because of Jomidari system, people cannot become landowner more than a Jomidar. So it was annulled by Nurul Amin government. Nurul Amin government was Pakistani government. So it was annulled, means Jomidari system was annulled by Nurul Amin government. The main river port of Bangladesh, Narayanganj. So Narayanganj, it is situated on the bank of Shidaloka river. So most of the export and import is occurred through river, and using cargo and boat, we export and import products from district to district, from country to country, and Narayanganj is the main river port of Bangladesh. How many seats are fixed for MPs in Parliament of Bangladesh? So it is 350 seats. 300 seats are for election, normal election. People elected their representative by voting for 300 seats, and 50 seats are for women. So these 50 seats are fulfilled by the vote of elected MPs. Okay, these 50 seats are for women. These 50 seats are fixed for women. The landing station of SEMEWE-5, that is submarine cable. It refers submarine cable. So this submarine cable is landing station in Patuakhali. The 5th landing station is in Patuakhali. And which organization published Banglapedia? Bangla Academy. What is Banglapedia? Banglapedia is a book where all the information of Bangladesh are written. Most of the information you will, if you speak there, you will get all the information there. So Banglapedia, it has so many parts, and it has a software-based publication. So this Banglapedia is published by Bangla Academy. How many parties formed Jukto Front? So Jukto Front is national parties from Bangladesh. So it was dominated. It was a dominating party when we were in Pakistan. So this Jukto Front formed government, and our great leaders were involved in Jukto Front. Okay, so Jukto Front was formed by 4 parties. So Jukto Front ruled this country from 1954 to 1958 before taking the power by Army of Pakistan. Okay, where is situated high-tech part of Bangladesh? So it is Kaliapur. So it is Kaliapur where high-tech part is situated. Which rocket was used to send Bangabandhu 1 in space? So it was Falcon 1. So Falcon 1 is a modern rocket. Okay, Falcon 1 can be used so many times for sending satellite in the space. So again, I am describing the informations. How many countries would be benefited by Bangabandhu satellite? 16 countries. So the first GI product of Bangladesh, Jamdani Shari, who annulled means who expelled Jomidari system in Bangladesh. It was Nurul Amin government. The main river port of Bangladesh is Narayanganj. And how many seats are fixed for MPs in the parliament of Bangladesh? 350. Okay, so 3 are for 3 MPs are selected in 300 seats by direct voting, and next 50 seats were fulfilled by the voting of these 300 MPs, and these 50 seats are fulfilled by women. So these 50 seats are fixed for women. So the landing station of submarine cable, 5th landing station of submarine cable is situated in Potuakhali. Which organization published Banglapedia? Banglapedia is a dictionary of Bangladesh. So all the informations are serialized there. So if you search Banglapedia laterally, then you could find all the informations there. So it was published by Bangla Academy. How many parties formed Jukto Front? 4 parties. Where is situated high-tech part of Bangladesh? Kaliapur. Which rocket was used to send Bangabandhu 1 in the space? It was Falcon 1. So I am using the board. Okay students, now I'll teach you from science. So let's discuss about photosynthesis. Chapter 5. So now we will discuss chapter 5 from science book. So in your science book, in chapter 5, you get photosynthesis, a process of making food by the plants. So the first question would be, what is photosynthesis, or how trees prepare their food? So trees prepare their own food, and all the plants which are green plants, which are autophytic, they prepare their own food by the help of sunlight, by the help of carbon dioxide, by the help of water and plant heat. Okay? So first question is, which plants can produce their own food? Okay, so plants, green plants, its answer is green plants. Green plants can produce their own food. Which plants are called autophytic? So autophytic means they can produce their own food. What is the meaning of autophytic? So which plants are called autophytic? Autophytic are those plants which can produce their own food. Plants which can produce their own food. So, plants which can produce their own food are called autophytic plants. So which plants, what is called the process of what is the process of food preparation by plants. What is the process of food preparation by plants? Its name is photosynthesis. Okay. Okay. So, what are the elements? What are the essential elements? For photosynthesis? So for photosynthesis, air, water, then sunlight. Air, water and sunlight, these three things are most important things. Then what is the product? What is the product of photosynthesis? So, glucose. Glucose is the product of photosynthesis. Okay. So, in the presence of sunlight, by taking carbon dioxide from air and with the help of water, when tree produce their food, actually tree produce glucose, and its expression of glucose is C6H12O6. It is the main element of sugar. Okay? So it is the main element of sugar. So what is the main element of sugar? Glucose is the main element of sugar. Okay? So what is stomata? So stomata are the whole plant leaves. So for example, it's the leaf. See that it's the leaf. Okay, so So if this is a leaf, so there are small hole by this leaf. So these holes are called stomata. So these holes are called stomata. So what are stomata? Stomata are the holes. Stomata are the holes by leaves. So these holes are called stomata. So what is the function of stomata? What are the functions of stomata? So the function of stomatas are here. Number one, exchange. So exchange means gaseous exchange. So carbon dioxide and oxygen. So stomata, it release oxygen. So stomata release oxygen and absorb carbon dioxide so this is the first function of stomata. It releases oxygen and it absorbs carbon dioxide. Then the second one is it releases extra water absorbed by root. So in the form of vapor. In the form of vapor. So what is the function of stomata? So it releases oxygen. The first function is exchange. It releases oxygen and absorbs carbon dioxide through stomata, and it releases extra water absorbed by the root in the form of vapor. Okay, these are the two functions performed by stomata. So stomata really does two things. One is exchange of gases. I mean, it releases oxygen and it absorbs carbon dioxide and it releases extra water absorbed by the root in the form of vapor. Okay. Then what are the causes of phases of photosynthesis? Okay, so without sunlight carbon dioxide is not possible, but at night some foods are produced because tree absorb the power from sunlight and store it. So using that power, tree can produce some food at night. So it is the dark phase. So two phase. Number one, light phase, and number two, dark phase. Okay, so among these two phases, in light phase, most of the food is produced. So most of the food is produced in the light phase, and in the dark phase, few food is produced. Okay, so this is all about photosynthesis. This is all about the process. So here, one question remaining. And that remaining question is, how does tree or plant trap the heat of sunlight? So by which organism, by which element tree or plants trap the energy of sunlight? Okay, so a question for you. By which organs tree trap the energy of sunlight? So students, find the answer, try to give the answer by reading book. So question for the students. So question for the students. By which organs tree trap the energy of sunlight? Okay. So my dear students, you should buy Shaltamami, and every day I will provide you 2 questions from Shaltamami. But it is your duty to complete Shaltamami, and in the next exam I will ask questions from Shaltamami. Okay, read your book and also Shaltamami. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum.